Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Isaac. I'm here to bring you a review of this SOG TAC-AU folding knife. Now, this has got to be one of the nicest, like EDC friendly automatic knives on the market. I have been carrying this a ton since I got this like 2 months ago. It's such a great pocket carry. It's thin. Look how thin this is. It's lightweight. It's 3.5 ounces. That's awesome. Awesome for a knife of this size. It's a 3.43 inch blade length of D2 steel. Now, TAC-AU, I guess, stands for Tactical Automatic. So this is an automatic knife with SOG's XR locking mechanism, which is their version of the world famous Benchmade Axis lock that the patent expired on a few years ago, so other companies are using it. So you simply push down on it to open up the blade and press down on it again to close it. Decent speed, I would say. I'm not an automatic knife know-it-all by far, I mean, for certain, but definitely seems to have great action to me. Now, something that is unique about this is it has a double action safety, just like a nice revolver or, guns like the Beretta 92, a nice double action pull. It's real heavy, but then once it's cocked back into single action, you get a lighter trigger pull. Same with this knife. So if it's locked all the way up, you'll see all black there. Okay? Now, you got to pull it down hard to open up the blade. Right now, I guess it's kind of hard to see in the light, but there's a red dot on the top of this, meaning that, it's ready to be fired. And that can stay in that position. You're using your knife, but you need to set it aside for a second. You can do a lighter pull and get that fired open. Sorry, I was just trying to clean this up a little bit before the video. I think I got some gunk in there still, but that's all right. So long pull, fires out. Real nice, thin, flat grind. Ooh, such a great blade design here from SOG, which makes it a great slicer. So let's cut some rope here. 3/8 of an inch nylon rope. Just sharpen this up as well. As I said, I've been using this thing for a couple of months and sharpened up real nice, 17 degrees on my Work Sharp guided sharpening system there. Excellent sharpening system. We'll cut some paracord just for the heck of it. It's popular medium. Real nice, guys. I even got this stubby little stick here with some zip ties on. Let's see how we do with those. And slicing at right, just at the tip. But that wouldn't go all the way through, but that's a pretty easy job. Ooh, that one shot right out at you. But let's see this in some action against some cardboard and some food prep, which, like, to me, this knife, it's not a kitchen knife, but if a knife can't do basic food prep, to me it's kind of useless. But this is great blade shape for it, that nice flat grind. So let's check it out. All right, we got the SOG TAC-AU versus a chicken breast. Here we are, just removing a little bit of fat from here. And as you can see, it's a pretty thick piece of meat. So what we're going to do is just cut this in half, make it a little more manageable to both cook as far as cooking time goes and to cut and eat when the cooking is done. So right down the center there, get that sliced. Man, this flat grind, nice sharp D2 edge, really went through this thick chicken breast. Fantastic. All right, next up to the plate here, literally, is a ribeye steak. Just fresh cooked on the grill, and we're slicing right through that with our SOG TAC-AU. Popped it right out, sliced right through that. Nice, juicy ribeye steak. It's doing a fantastic job. No serrations required. Now we got another food prep medium here. Well, we got plastic wrapper, of course, but then this loaf of nice Italian bread. I'm gonna cut that in half, and I'm gonna make some yummy, cheesy garlic bread here. But this knife is just a fantastic slicer. You know, you think of bread knife, you think of fully serrated thing that comes with your kitchen knife set, but this nice, thin, flat ground SOG TAC-AU, it's just a phenomenal slicer, guys. Really is. All right, now we get into some tougher mediums. We got cardboard here. Well, first we got to slice through the tape. That's not too terrible, but you know, the worst part about slicing through tape is that it sticks to your knife blade. You know? All right, so let's get the cut. Where are we gonna poke this thing? All right, we're gonna take it, boom, stab. Nice grip on the handle and finger guard to give you the ability to do stab penetrating cuts like that. And of course, you know, with the reverse grip as well, and cutting right through. And we're just gonna tear it. Why not? Just stabbing, slicing, just seeing how it feels, cutting through this cardboard at the edge. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, we'll cut down the side here, right through the fold. You know, got to break down this box, put it in the recycling bin. There we go. Of course, got to do the other side as well. Of course, we kind of hacked through that a little earlier, but you know, right down that crease, and we'll get this cut up and recycled like a good American citizen. See how it kind of struggles there a little bit, you know, maybe dulling that blade a little. All right, back to a little food prep here. This is a block of brie cheese. You know how it comes in that kind of white molding? Well, I wanted to slice that off the top of this here. Really wanted to demonstrate how, you know, how this could work as like a skinning or game processing knife. Just taking this layer of skin, we'll say, off of this brie cheese, and I think it did a pretty good job. Just get right in there, slice that layer off. We got a decently thin edge. This blade thickness is 0.11 inches, so just like a small fraction under 1/8 of an inch. So it's a nice thin blade, and that flat grind just makes it great for this. Of course, the blade's got a nice belly as well, that I think if you needed to, you could use this as a skinning knife. It's definitely not designed to be that type of knife, but you know what, guys? A knife like this, you're spending good money on it. You want to be able to do it all. So even little stuff like this, clove of garlic. You gotta be able to cut garlic with your knife, right? Now the finger guard, you know, the way the handle is designed, it kind of doesn't let the back of the edge get all the way down to the cutting board, so you're really just cutting with the belly up towards the tip. But, and again, this isn't a culinary blade, it's a tactical automatic knife. But you know what, guys? It gets the job done good enough. So you maybe could tell there that it was getting a little tougher to slice that cardboard at the end. You know, no edge lasts forever, and cardboard is heck on them. But edge came back pretty easily. As I said, I had just sharpened this before I did this video. This is quite an ergonomic handle design. It's got jimping right on top here, press down on cuts like that. And to me, this is just a fantastic EDC knife. If you can carry automatics where you live, this is definitely one to look at. On the SOG website, this says it is a product of the USA. Not necessarily made in the USA. I think these blades are stamped out overseas, probably in Taiwan or China, where they make the TAC-XR version of this. But the rest of the components are likely made in USA, but they can't stamp made in the USA on the blade because it's not fully made in the USA. Now that's all speculation. I don't know for sure. Let me give you a little size comparison on that. I have a SOG Trident over here. I have the lock on. This is a 3 3/4 inch blade. So this Trident is a little bit bigger if you're familiar with those knives. Let me grab another size comparison behind me here. I don't have a lot of folding knives in my bench, but you know, here's a real famous knife, the Gerber Bear Grylls. Now this is also a 3 3/4 inch blade, just like that SOG Trident. So the TAC-AU, a little bit smaller, a little bit more EDC friendly, and this is just phenomenal pocket carrying. It's so thin. I mean, look at it compared to the Bear Grylls knife. It's like, I think, well, let's take a look at this. I think there's probably, yeah, I can fit one of these TAC-AUs on the gray rubber handle here on each side, and have, you know, the lock bar here for the Gerber Bear Grylls in the middle. So it's like 2.5 times the size. Here's another one, 3.6 inch Almar Sear 2020. And this one's probably double the weight of this. So if you need an awesome new EDC knife that is reasonably priced for an automatic, and you know, made in, you know, a product of the USA, some of it made in the USA, these are retail at $150 on the SOG website, or you can get them wherever knives are sold. So hope you enjoyed this video on the SOG TAC-AU, and I'll see you on the next video.